So nowadays it could get bogged down deciding on which hardware to use. Let's discuss it in this video. So in today's video, we'll be going through the devices and peripherals used to get started at pixel art. It'll be a very short video, so let's get into it. First, let's start with the devices. Any modern computer or tablet should be good enough for you to get started. A program like Aseprite have a minimum requirement of 128 megabytes of RAM. So pixel art editors tend to be very lightweight and efficient. Basically any device you could find should be suitable for doing it. Alright, so moving on to peripherals. Mouse or tablet? Let's start with the mouse. In this example, I have the Logitech G600 with 12 shortcut keys on your thumb, 3 click buttons on top, and there's a mechanical keyboard. I actually use these exact devices, and I'll say that yeah, it's very useful. The only thing about the mouse is it's a little heavy, but I don't mind. You know, just something to take note of. Yeah, I enjoy working like this. Here we have the drawing tablet, and when you're using a drawing tablet, you're basically drawing on a surface and looking at the screen, similar to using the mouse, and it will have a little learning curve at first, but you'll eventually get used to it. Then we have like the iPad where you're drawing directly on the screen, which are a lot more user friendly and intuitive. Right, so the reason I prefer to use the mouse than the drawing tablet when doing pixel art is basically based on the type of work I do. I tend to do small sprites and try and pack in a lot of detail, so using the mouse a lot better I find as a tool. If I were to do something like landscapes and mountains and clouds and so on, I think laying it in with the tablet will be better, and then maybe switching back to the mouse to do the fine work like cleaning up and detail. So I don't want anyone to go too extreme with only this one or only that one, you know. Everything have its use, and it's all about learning to use the peripherals to your advantage, and don't use the wrong one to do the other job. So as I say, in a nutshell, save the mouse for smaller work and the tablet for bigger work, because pixel art is more about placing pixels. It's not necessarily about lines or brush strokes. And if you were to do pixel art in real life, you'll tend to use a tool like a tweezer to place them. So the mouse gives me that kind of precision that I prefer. Right, but all you could say, the two of them is really must-haves for if you want to do everything, you know. But you shouldn't worry much, because you could really just get started with any mouse and keyboard, and eventually you could invest into a tablet if you find that making sense for you. But it's not necessary at all to get started. And even when I say this better for environments and this probably better for like sprites, you could still do your environments with the mouse and all that, honestly. So I just let you know, just start with what you have, whatever device, whatever peripheral you have. You can really just get into it one time. In the next video, I'll talk about the software used. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you found this information to be useful, please subscribe. All the best.